Lion Sheep.
And welcome in to episode 29 here on the Grind on Sports. A little back-to-back action here. If you're just joining us, then you've obviously seen the Sim Lab. The Kansas City Chiefs punched their ticket to the Super Bowl as they defeated the Baltimore Ravens 31-14, and a little bit of a, let's just say, uncharacteristic as they kicked a field goal on the last play of the game to get that extra 3 points. But I didn't figure we needed to stop there. Wayne Kaiser alongside my teammate Ben Metz. If you haven't read his hashtag at the bottom, you need to. But this is going to be the NFC Championship game. We're going to simulate it too. It's got the Detroit Lions at the San Francisco 49ers, or as my little boy calls them, State Farm. And it's going to be at Levi Stadium. It's supposed to be good weather there. We're going to simulate this just as it was in the first game. But Ben, I think it's really fun what we saw in the first game. Not what I expected. I think that's the thing about what we're doing here is we didn't know who was going to win.
Yeah, we talked about adjustments and how important those adjustments were going into that game, and then whoever would win the turnover battle. Kansas City wins the turnover battle, and they were ahead of the adjustments on Mike McDonald. They stamped their ticket. They're going to Vegas, baby.
Well, and, it wouldn't be a Grind on Sports broadcast or anything that we call games without having our great producer back at the studio. So we're going to head to Levi Stadium and have our NFC Championship game. Laura, take it away. Like we're going to load this from the NFL. EA Sports, this is a Madden simulation, 5-minute quarters. We're going to see if Dan Campbell's Detroit Lions or if Kyle Shanahan's 49ers are going to get this one.
Got a little bit of overcast in Santa Clara, California tonight. Look for no precipitation, so should be a pretty dry ball game. Going to be exciting to watch Campbell versus Shanahan tonight in this big NFC championship.
So I think it's an interesting dynamic. This is not the first championship round for Jared Goff. It is for Brock Purdy, and so we're going to see what he has to do here tonight. Looks like Goff's trying to get to his second Super Bowl. Purdy trying to live up to the hype, if you will, and get his San Francisco 49ers, the one seed in the NFC, get them to Las Vegas in the Super Bowl.
Kyle Shanahan, 12-5 on the year, beat the Packers last week in his 7th year, has really put together a good offense. Dan Campbell making history for the Detroit Lions in this NFC Championship game.
Yeah, this wouldn't be a Rebel Radio style call without a big time 11-by-17 call sheet. So we're ready to go, and we'll see how it's going. I don't know if you saw Dan Campbell on the sideline, Ben, but he is not that small. He is bigger than he looks in this video game. But we're going to go full style. This is going to be a game that we had a national anthem. Ronda Rousey calling the national anthem. Didn't know she could sing, and I was right. She can't.
Yeah.
Pretty terrible.
Yeah, it's my first time seeing a lady sing the national anthem with 2 black eyes.
So that would lend me to believe you've seen a national anthem with 1 black eye.
I have.
All right. We'll keep that location private. But 5-minute quarters, the clock is set. And in this simulation, the home team gets the deferral. So San Francisco will kick this one off to the Lions to start this one. The kick is away, and it is football time in California as the Lions will take it. It's a short kick. He's going to get across the 20, cross the 25, and he'll set up shop 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions at the 26-yard line.
Gets pretty good field position there. Jalen Graham in on the tackle for the 49ers. Jared Goff takes the field, big bud.
Yeah, Jared Goff and the Lions in the road white jerseys. A good look there as he has thrown for over 4,400 yards on the season, 29 touchdowns to just 7 interceptions. Nice accolade there for the former number 1 overall pick.
Been a guy that's made really good decisions at the quarterback position, able to step up, make big plays when the Detroit Lions needed him throughout the season.
Yeah, he is a guy who's really found himself under Coach Dan Campbell and really a fun kid to watch because he's got Amon-Ra St. Brown to throw to, and he's got a really good defense to kind of protect him on the other end. He's going to work left to right. He'll take the snap. It's going to be Goff, a little 3-step drop, throws across the middle. Intended receiver is number 9. That is going to be Jameson Williams, the Alabama prospect, with the first down on the first play there, 1st and 10.
Drop back into zone coverage. Those backers are sitting there waiting on that pass, that route, able to get some separation from number 48, Orrin Burks, makes the catch. Nice pass and catch.
Yeah, first down, first play. Now it'll be 1st and 10 from the Lions' 38-yard line. He'll take the snap, a little play action. No, he'll hand it off. He'll go off the left guard, and he'll get straight ahead forward. That is going to be number 5, David Montgomery, all 5'11", from Iowa State, is going to get 5 yards on that one. Iowa State, the product of Brock Purdy, so it's Cyclones all around.
Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle, just tough yardage in between the hash marks there. Let's see what happens here on second down.
Goff's going to go under center. He's going to have Montgomery straight away. Going to have a little 2-stack to the left and the right, little 3-step drop, say 5 steps. Now he's going to have to try to step up in the pocket. He's having to extend. Here comes the defense, and he's just going to dump it loose, try to live to play another down, been incomplete. 3rd and 5.
Had a stack formation on both sides there. Fred Warner gets into the backfield. Goff's got to get rid of it.
Yeah, it looks like you're seeing George Kittle there on the sideline. He's waiting to get into this one, Ben. He is going to be a factor in this football game.
Seems uninterested, didn't he?
Well, it's just the helmet. Kind of got that ET phone home helmet. But Jared Goff, he's going to stay in shotgun. David Montgomery to his left. Takes the shotgun snap. Now he's going to look left. Now he's going to pitch left, a little flanker there. Montgomery's going to get free. He's going to get the first down, get to the midfield stripe, and maybe they're going to stay down at the 50-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 Lions.
Good job by Goff to find Montgomery. There's a crossing blitz package that gets into that backfield. He reads it right away, hits his safety route, able to get some yardage there, get that first down.
That's a nice safety valve because, again, the San Francisco 49ers defensively like to get upfield, and I think him being patient allowed that to develop a little bit. 1st and 10 Lions. 3:33 to go. Jared Goff takes the snap. He's going to hand to Montgomery straight up the gut. There's 10, there's 12, 15 yards for David Montgomery. Fearless is number 5 in Lions.
Hit that hole and start running, big boy. Big run there, number 27, Jair Brown, in on the tackle.
Yeah, good job by that offensive line. There was not only a lane, there was a turn lane in the hole they created.
You talk about hitting your hole right there. He just identifies right behind center. I'm going in between the hash marks. Nice run.
3:08 to play in this first quarter. Lions with their first possession. Goff in shotgun. He's going to look to the right. Now he's going to throw back left in and out of the hands of number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. His first target goes incomplete.
Linebacker number 54, Fred Warner, in on the coverage. Great protection, but unable to make the pass and catch.
Yeah, Brock Purdy, CMC on the San Francisco sideline, just waiting to get their opportunity, but watching their defense at this moment, struggling with a little Jared Goff offense. Trip set to the right-hand side of the formation. Look for him to go that direction. He's going to take the snap. Looks that direction. Looking. Good coverage. Now he's going to throw shallow right, and he is going to get it in the flat. Let's see the intended receiver. That's going to be number 9. That's going to be Jamison Williams. A little sure-handed guy here early on.
Great protection up front. Jamison Williams does about a 9-yard hitch route, makes a nice catch. 3rd and 3.
Yeah, one improvement for EA Sports. Kyle Shanahan wears the hat, and he kind of looks like he's got a buzz cut there, Ben.
We know he doesn't have a buzz cut.
Yeah, it's he's in California. I don't know if anybody does.
Blowing locks.
Maybe Britney Spears. But Jared Goff's going to throw it in the flat. It's going to be near the first down marker. I think it's Jamison Williams again. No, that's going to be number 8, Josh Reynolds, 6'3", out of Texas A&M. And that's going to be a first down Detroit. Nice gritty play there, Ben.
Yeah, Oliver in on the tackle for the 49ers. He just sits in zone coverage, protects that perimeter, makes a nice tackle, first down Lines.
Yeah, 2 minutes, 16 seconds to go here in the first quarter. That tells you why Ben Johnson's a head coaching candidate in the National Football League. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. Goff takes the snap, little 3-step drop, looking. Now he's going to retreat a little farther. Now he's going to find the open man, and it is going to be – they're going to say in and out of the hands. I don't know what 26 for the Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama prospect, that was gift wrapped. He just dropped it.
Yeah, Damondre Lenore was in zone coverage, able to open up that post route. Jared Goff takes advantage of it, drops the football.
I'm going to say Jahmyr Gibbs took his eyes off the football, was worried about having 2 feet in bounds, and he just lost that one. That's going to be a play they'll come back and talk about. I wouldn't want to look at Dan Campbell on the sideline after that play.
Yeah, he's not blinking. You see him in the last screen, he doesn't blink.
Looks like we're going to get a call for maybe pass interference there. They're moving him down to the 3-yard line. David Montgomery says, "Shut up, Wayne. I'm getting in the end zone. Touchdown, Lions."
Ball and holler, number 5. David Montgomery goes diving into the end zone. Big touchdown for the Lions, 7-0, buddy.
Yeah, Cyclones spin their way into the end zone. Cyclone being the college of David Montgomery, and it's going to be 6-0. We're going to see if they tack on that extra point. I wouldn't think they miss an extra point in Madden, but I guess anything's possible. Going to be kicking from the 22-yard line. The kick is up, and the kick is good. That's a 10-play, 74 yards, 3 minutes, 11-second time of possession. That's huge opening drive, gritty drive for the Detroit Lions.
Again, tonight's stats are brought to you by Ken Main and Associates on West 35th Street. Make sure you stop by West 35th Street if you have problems at your place of business, whether it be related to accounting or purchasing, whatever have you. Ken Main has many of quality candidates that can support you.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you need stats, he'll provide them, and you'll pay for it. So that's his slogan, and we support him here 100%. Ken Main, a nice, a great friend of the program, a great friend of Ben and Wayne. So they're going to kick it away. Detroit Lions going to kick it with a 7-0 lead, and they'll kick it deep. We'll see if it's returnable. It's actually going to get 10 at the 1-yard line, and looks like Debo will bring it out. He's going to get it beyond the 20-yard line, stutter step beyond the 25, and Debo Samuel, the South Carolina Gamecock, will get out beyond the 25-yard line.
Able to break that first tackle, make a cut near the 20-yard line. Number 3, Jack Fox, in on the tackle for Detroit.
Yeah, really good stutter step there as we look at Brock Purdy through the season. He's kind of been dinged up a little bit, not a ton of reps here in the season, but 13 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions. Purdy, the Iowa State product. In the offseason, they talked about possibly bringing in Tom Brady if he wanted to come out of retirement. Brock Purdy said, "I understand, he's the GOAT," but when he got his number called in 2023, he's made the most of it. He's got him in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, this is a guy who dealt with a lot of negative attention from the media, and he has dealt with it professionally.
He's going to step into shotgun formation. Most of his receivers to the right-hand side. He's going to hand it to CMC. Christian McCaffrey. He's going to get across the 35, and he's going to rumble out near the 37. Give him the 38. It's going to be second inches.
Woo! One cut to beat before he's on the way to the end zone. Number 55, Derek Barnes, eventually takes him down in the back end.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey, possibly the second worst Heisman snub in history. If you know me, you know who number 1 is. Second and inches, San Francisco on the move. Purdy's going to stay in shotgun, have Christian McCaffrey to his left. You fake it to him, now you deliver across the flat. That's going to be number 11. I believe that's Ayuk, Brandon Ayuk, the 6-foot, 200-pound receiver out of Arizona State. The Sun Devil, Ben.
There you go. Deception on the play action to get those linebackers to bite, open up that midfield there, dumps the pass, gets the first down.
Yeah, I thought it was great play action because they understood what McCaffrey did to him on first down. They had to respect it. Left Ayuk with 1-on-1. Purdy looks left and right. He's going to take the shotgun snap. Wants to throw it. He's going to go across the middle. He is going to have his intended receiver. I believe that's Debo Samuel near the first down marker. They're going to give it to him. They're going to say down to the 45-yard line.
Stack heavy on that left side. Charles Harris and company over there. They blitz from that left side. Charles Harris gets doubled up by the offensive tackle and tight end. Good job by the 49ers to allow time for that pass and catch.
Tennessee product, Cam Sutton on the tackle there. Good open field there. He was the only guy in range there. Brock Purdy, little two-step. Now he's going to chuck loose. Gets it to Jawan Jennings, the dog from Knoxville. Will pick up 8 yards on the play.
Nice pass and catch. Jawan Jennings just does a quick post route across the sideline there. Makes a nice catch for the Niners.
8 yards on the pickup, second down, 2 yards to go. They're in plus territory down to the Lions' 36-yard line. Dan Campbell, all he can do is sit and watch as his defense battles a potent 49ers offense. Looks like we're going to get to the end of the first quarter. Again, a 5-minute simulation game. This is a simulation, but it's in favor of the Lions right now, 7-0, as they've rumbled for 54 yards on the night, and ultimately the Niners have a little bit of work to do, down 7. Looks like starting the second quarter, they'll flip left to right on your listening device. 5 minutes to go till the half, 2nd and 2. Quickly figure out play action to Christian McCaffrey. Now you're going to look to throw long, and it is going to go in and out of the hands of Ayuk. Incomplete.
Had man coverage out there on the perimeter with Cam Sutton. Cam Sutton thought he got beat there and makes a nice play on the football. Incomplete pass.
Tabor Pepper was out there to kind of chirp it up, and Juwan Jennings came to the relief of his teammate. It's 3rd and 2. Brock Purdy stays in shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Christian McCaffrey says, I'll get it for you, and he's going to get the first down and more. Gets inside the 30-yard line, down to the 29. It's 1st and 10 Niners.
It just follows number 74 there, Spencer Buford. Nice blocking up front to help McCaffrey get that big run.
Yeah, really. I don't know that you stay away from McCaffrey much in this one. Kyle Shanahan has a lot of tools in his tool belt, but the biggest hammer is number 23, Christian McCaffrey. Purdy takes the snap. He's going to two-step. Going to stay in the pocket, look strong, going to throw across the middle. Christian McCaffrey makes the catch, and he's going to get down near the 21-yard line. 8-yard pickup, 2nd and 2.
Just double teaming number 53, Charles Harris, not allowing him to get in the backfield, giving Brock Purdy plenty of time on that right side. Nice pass and catch.
Yeah, this is a huge series right here. As you're just on the fringe of the red zone, you've got to answer that Detroit touchdown. Brock Purdy goes under center. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. McCaffrey straight away. Going to take the snap. All CMC from here, and he's going to pick up the first down, roll off defenders. He's going to pick up a couple more down to the 16-yard line, 1st and 10.
C-gapper right there between the guard and tackle near the right hash mark. Number 2, C.J. Gardner-Johnson in on the tackle for the Lions.
3:46 to play in this first half. Again, Detroit with the 7-point advantage, but just one possession for the Lions, and this is the opening possession for the 49ers. Brock Purdy in shotgun. He'll take the snap, 2-step. He's going to look to the right-hand side. He's going to deliver that way, and it is going to be intended for Deebo Samuels, and it will be caught. Deebo Samuels, touchdown Niners.
Deep out route by Samuels, comes down with the football. Big touchdown for the 49ers. Tie ball game, buddy.
I'm going to say the DB might have had 2 hands on it as well, but Deebo Samuel and the physical ability of the South Carolina product took it away from the DB. We'll see it in replay here. Going to be Brock Purdy, a nice throw. Kind of really, I'm trying to say he is very respectful and he is very supportive of his receiver, but he threw it right at – I don't know how to say that kid's name.
Yeah, Malafanu was right there on the coverage. Nice catch, nice pass.
His name is Afitu Melifonwu. That's a name. 6'3", 210 pounds out of, where do you think? Syracuse. To put that up there. 49ers will tack on the extra point. It's a tie ball game. 3:32 to go in the half.
Is it the orange, Syracuse orange, the Orangemen, the orange?
All of yes.
Okay.
All of them are yes. You know they're in the Carrier Dome, and for a long time it didn't have air conditioning. Yep. Tell me how that makes sense. 7-all here at the NFC Championship game. If you're just joining us, which I hope you're not, you should start from the beginning. There's 3:32 to go. The winner of this game, if you watched episode 28, will be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. They defeated the Baltimore Ravens in our simulation earlier tonight, 31-14 in the AFC Championship game. We will kick this one away. San Francisco kicks away to Detroit. Detroit for their second possession. They're going to return it out to the 21 cut. He's going to get to the 21, and he is going to be met and dropped by number 45 for the San Francisco 49ers, Demetrius Flanagan Fowles.
Yeah, tried to make a cut towards the sidelines. Flanagan fouls right there in on the tackle.
And I think Jared Goff's looking up and he's like, I thought I had a lead here. So he steps back on the field with an even playing field again. He's just got to respond again. One thing I'll say is Amon-Ra St. Brown was not very involved in that first scoring drive. He's their playmaker, their superstar. I expect him to see him in the second drive here.
Ben Johnson, really efficient offense in the first series. Let's see how he controls the clock here in the second series.
Pretty tight defensive look. They're going to look to bring a little pressure. Play action to Montgomery. Looks like Goff's going to throw across the middle. He's got his intended receiver, and just beyond the fingertips, incomplete. That is a lost possession there as the receiver was running wild in the middle of the field. Goff just unable to connect.
Yeah, good job by number 54, Fred Warner. He was in the area, and I think he caused Goff to throw the ball a little bit higher than what he intended to throw it.
Yeah, again, live to play another down, 2nd and 10, ball on their own 21-yard line. Goff under center. He's going to have a pitch play to Montgomery. He stutter steps, gets across the 20, cross the 25, and he's free. He gets the first down, cross the 30, cross the 35. They're going to call him down at the 34, man. 1st and 10 Montgomery. Way to erase an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and his initial cut in the backfield from Nick Bosa started that big play. Nick Bosa got in the backfield, able to make one additional cut. The edge was sealed, able to get downfield for a big first down.
Yeah, one thing that makes an NFL running back special is that forward lean and inability to just fall down. They continue to move forward, and that's what Montgomery did there. Goff still under center, little 3-step drop, quick out. They're going to get it to his wide receiver. That is going to be that's going to be 87. That is going to be, let me get that, Sam Laporta. He's a big playmaker for the Lions.
Yeah, Demetrius Flanagan fouls, got caught deceived in that right there in midfield, unable to make the play at the time of the catch.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage, 2:34 to play in the half. Jared Goff, he is going to play action to Montgomery, going to look to throw it to the right-hand side. He's got a man, and he is going to overthrow the intended receiver. Goff is 6 of 10 tonight, and Williams would still be running if he caught the football, Ben.
Yeah, Williams was right there on the fade route. There was the short out route to cause the confusion with the defensive back and allow that fade route to open up, but overthrown pass incomplete.
Yeah, Hendon Hooker, if his knee was in working condition, he can make that throw. He's on the Lions sideline. It's going to be Jared Goff. He's going to be in shotgun. Early on, a little inaccuracy costing the Lions. He's going to look to throw back left. He's going to find his man, get the first down, and that is going to extend this drive. That will be Williams, the Alabama prospect, and we'll see this fresh set of downs for Ben Johnson and company.
Tackle made by number 45, Flanagan fouls. A lot of area was open for the receiver there to get that first down. That was a must-needed first down for Detroit, able to convert.
It was kind of interesting. They put number 26 there, Jahmyr Gibbs, out in motion, and I think it allowed Williams to kind of get in space and get lost in the defense. 1st and 10, Goff on midfield, working to get into Niner territory. Going to have Montgomery straight away, and he's going to be under center. A little quick 3-step drop, quickly gets to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he is going to pay for that 6 yards as he is going to get lock, stock, and barrel from Demordor Lenore.
Yeah, DeMondre Lenore.
That's something. Yeah, too.
Yeah, took him to the woodshed, didn't he? Just drops that shoulder, puts it right to chest.
Well, the Oregon Duck does pull trucks on that one as he trucks the Detroit Lions on that one. Goff steps back in shotgun formation, looking at a 2nd and 4. 2-step drop, looks to throw to the right-hand side, gets over the defender, and he and the intended receiver not on the same page yet again. He's going to throw wide, and the receiver's going to stop short. Just some missed opportunity here because the cushion's there.
Yeah, Shavarius Ward is celebrating, but it's nothing that the defense did to cause that incomplete pass. They were in zone coverage. Goff made the read, overthrows the ball out the sidelines for Shavarius Ward is trying to take credit for it.
That's what I love when they say, lockdown, when it was a bad throw. Not a bad throw. Jared Goff quickly gets there. He's going to stand flat-footed in the pocket, and a bad idea as Bosa is going to get to the backfield and drop Goff for a loss. It's going to bring up 4th down. Huge play by this Niner defense.
Bosa breaks free, gets in the backfield, goes sop, choppy, burr in the backfield. Big tackle by Bosa.
If you've been here for championship weekend, that's two of those. Sop, choppy, burr. If you don't know, you should know. It's a bad ding. 4th and 11 upcoming, and looks like Detroit's going to have to punt this one away to the Niners. They'll be in punt formation. I would assume this is returnable as they'll punt from around their own 37-yard line. Really a shank punt here. He's going to kick it toward the sideline, and it is going to go out of bounds. And looks like they didn't want Deebo Samuel to touch that one.
That thing was ugly. It was like an uneven winged duck just fluttering towards the sidelines, buddy.
Well, we're going to see. They've kind of had a healthy dose of Samuel, Ayuk, and they've had CMC, Christian McCaffrey himself, kind of carrying the load here. Let's see if they find other targets or if they just go back with what works. The second position here in the second quarter as we're nearing halftime, minute 48 to go in this one.
Both Ben Johnson and Kyle Shanahan playing this chess match right now, definitely making some notes before they go in the locker room at a minute 48 left to go here in the first half.
And again, remember, the 49ers will get the football to open the second half, so an opportunity for them to win that middle 8. And looks like Brock Purdy wanted to spin left, and he is going to be dropped right there as number 32 for the Detroit Lions. That's going to be Brian Branch. Comes in like a bullet from Alabama to drop the Iowa State Cyclone.
Bring Brian Branch in the middle linebacker. They start to cover the middle linebacker, and that allows number 32, Brian Branch, to get in the backfield, make a big sack.
Well, I'll tell you, that's something you teach. You tell them don't pull up. A lot of times in today's NFL, you don't want to go high on a quarterback. You don't want to do anything. I thought Branch did a really good job running through the tackle and dropped Purdy for an 8-yard loss, 2nd and 18. Going to be Purdy. He's going to have a receiver or a running back to his left and his right. He'll take the shotgun snap. No drop there, and he is going to be dropped again. That is going to be number 97, Aiden Hutchinson, the Wolverine, that drops him for a loss. Purdy's going the wrong way, Ben.
Yeah, number 97, Aiden Hutchinson on a loop blitz right there on the outside, able to loop around that edge and make a nice tackle on the quarterback. He goes sop, choppy, burr, big buddy.
Hey, Aiden Hutchinson, he has been a beast. He's in his, I believe, 2nd year in the league out of Michigan, and he has been a top draft pick that has really served the Lions very well in this recovery and this rebuild from Dan Campbell. Brock Purdy's going to just hand it off to CMC there on 3rd down and just try to get what he can get. He's going to get a couple yards, but not enough. It will be 4th and 21. And I think the Lions, they just took a timeout. They're going to try to get something out of this first half.
Nice tackle by Aleem McNeil. Take the timeout right now. See if you can get some points before you go in the locker room.
I feel like at halftime they're going to show a movie on Kyle Shanahan's forehead. Did you see how big that thing was?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
That's why he wears the hat. Maybe it is realistic. Looks like they're going to punt it away. We'll see if they get a return or if they try to salvage clock here. Going to be punted away. Nice straightaway punt. And I think he is going to – he's going to return it. Takes it at the 30. Gets across the 35, across the 40. Stutter. And he is going to get out to the 42-yard line. And that's where Jared Goff seeks redemption here in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10.
Thought about going towards the sidelines, decides to stay in between the hash marks. Number 45, Flanagan fouls in on the tackle for the Niners.
I think on the road with a heavily favored, probably 49ers offense, Dan Campbell's got to be happy here. But I think you don't let up. You go for this. You're on house money now, making it to the NFC Championship game. Try to get a lead going into the half and carry all the momentum in Santa Clara.
There you go, buddy. I think that's a great game plan going into the locker room.
And Goff will step back in shotgun. He'll have Montgomery to his right hip. He is going to take the shotgun snap, and he'll just 2-step drop. He's going to stay right there in the pocket. Now they're going to flush him. He fills it out in the flat. David Montgomery gets the football, and he is going to lean ahead forward and get near the 48. They'll say down at the 47. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Not wanting to give up the big play with little time left to go here in the first half. Shavarius Ward gives the cushion, ends up making the tackle.
It is going to be 2nd and 5 to go. Looks like the second timeout was taken and just trying to preserve this clock. 31 seconds is all that remains. I think we're looking field goal here, Ben. not trying to go for the home shot.
Yeah, we talked to Dan Campbell a little bit before the game and on what his workout routine has been, because as you can see, he looks mighty fit. I mean, he's been doing a little bit of biking, been doing a lot of outdoor running. So in great shape, the coach who's in his third year for the Detroit Lions.
I will say Dan Campbell is one of the few people that I'm not interested in making real mad, because he just looks – he's a daunting task. Let's just say that. But Jared Goff has found himself under Dan Campbell, and so let's see if make it happen here. Goff's going to look right, pitches back left, and it is going to be a first down at the line. It's going to be Josh Reynolds with the reception. I think he needed 7. He got 7, and it's going to be first down.
Just a quick out route towards the sidelines there. Gibson Sr. in on the tackle for San Francisco.
Kind of interesting that they're staying within the yard lines here. I would have expected them to kind of pepper the sideline, try to save some time. No timeouts for the Detroit Lions. Again, tied 7, 8 seconds to go in the half and counting. It's going to be play action, little stutter step. See if we take the shot. He's going to go long, and he's got a man there. And as that's been par for tonight, overthrows the intended receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown. 2 seconds remain in the half, so he'll get another shot at it.
Yeah, Shavarius Ward on the coverage. He was right there in his back hip pocket all the way down the sideline. Made it difficult to come down with the football.
I think you've shown that you're willing to go to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Don't be surprised if you don't use him decoy style this time and go to Williams. You're going to see Jared Goff. He's going to take the snap. No play action here. He'll drop 3, drop 5. Now he's looking, letting people get down there, and he uncorks it. He's going to go right side of the end zone, and it is going to be long and incomplete. There was a huddle of everybody, a mass of humanity, and just the Niners are lucky enough to drop that down. Incomplete, and we're at the half. 7-all here in Santa Clara, Ben, and, buddy, this is a tight one. Big run plays in the first half, a lot of pass plays for the Lions, really keeping them in the groove. Honestly, Jared Goff a few miscues away from taking a lead to the half.
Yeah, after watching that last play leading us into the locker room, that tells you what we expect to see in the second half. He goes back, throws a deep ball in the end zone. Only 3 guys brought and says, you know what, I'm still going to throw that Hail Mary pass.
Well, I honestly thought he had overthrown the end zone, had a little muscle behind it, but he drops it in the back of the end zone. Niners don't try to catch it. They just bat it down. And honestly, probably their best play for that one. Live to play the second half. As we reset the third quarter, halftime brought to you by, I'm trying to think, Shooter McGavin's Bar and Grill, as they have a great special. And you have to give the signal. If you know, you know, and you get a free order of fries.
Yeah, they've got that, and they every drink that they sell there, it comes in a broken glass, so it's really interesting. It's like a broken root beer bottle or whatever have you, but it's really interesting. You go there and you just got to be careful not to cut yourself when you're drinking the soda beverage.
Just don't park in front of the Volkswagen.
That's right.
If you've seen it, you know. But it looks like Samuel is set to return the second half opening kick, and they're going to look to go down here and kind of announce that they're in their home stadium, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and see if they can't take control of this football game. They're going to kick it deep, and looks like Deebo Samuel will take it from the goal line, get across the 10, 15, cuts left. He's going to try to cut and dances too much as he's going to be dropped at the 19-yard line. That's where Brock Purdy and company will come out.
It'll be interesting to see what adjustment Kyle Shanahan makes coming here in the second half. Aaron Glenn's defense brought a lot of pressure on that last series. Aiden Hutchinson made a really big play. So interested to see the adjustment made for the 49ers. And let's see if Aaron Glenn continues to bring the pressure at Brock Purdy.
Well, and I think they've seen that Jared Goff has a little miscue ability. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't ball manage this second half to try to limit the possessions of the Lions, make him be perfect. We'll see Brock Purdy go under center to open the second half. He's going to take a 3-step drop. Now he's going to look across the middle, finds his man, and he is going to get 9-10 yards, and they're going to say down for a 9-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 1. That's Deebo Samuel.
Runs a lot of they go with a lot of deep routes out in the perimeter there to pull the linebackers out of midfield. Ends up short post route to C.J. Gardner across the middle. C.J. Gardner-Johnson makes the tackle.
Under center, you would have expected a run play there. They go to the air across the middle. Deebo Samuel with 9 big ones. 2nd and 1. Ball on the San Francisco 29. They're going to hand it to CMC. First down and more. He's going to get across the 30. They're going to push him out at the 33 and drop him right there for just a short game, but enough for a first down, Ben.
Great blocking by Spencer Buford, the guard up front there, able to push his man towards the sidelines, open up a huge hole for the run.
Nearing the 4-minute mark to go here in the third quarter. 7-all here in the NFC Championship game. One of these teams will play the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl in Vegas. Going to be Brock Purdy. Stands straight up in the pocket. Now he's going to have to look to extend. Now he's going to look to throw right. He finds Juwan Jennings. He's going to get the first down and more. He's going to push across the 50-yard line and pile up some Lions down to the Lions' 46-yard line.
Juwan Jennings able to get some separation from Melifonwu, able to make the catch and able to convert some good positive yardage.
He is one of those big body receivers, again, the graduate of Tennessee, that just loves contact, loves to initiate, and ultimately earns his stripes and earns the reason that they play him on game days.
And for a guy that's 6'3", 212 pounds, his ability to break down and run those out routes are very precise for a wide receiver of that size and build.
Yeah, you see it on the replay. No conscious effort to go to the sideline. He wanted the contact, wanted the yardage, and it was given to him. 1st and 10, San Francisco in Lions territory. A step back in shotgun. Now Purdy's going to take the snap. Thought there was an offsides, no call. Now Purdy's going to look to the left, look to the right. Now he's going to throw back left, and he is going to have his intended receiver. That is going to be, I think that was George Kittle on the catch. 2nd and 1, pickup of 9.
Backers drop back into zone coverage. No pressure is brought up front, allowing those short routes by the receiver near the perimeter to get some big yardage. 2nd and 1.
Yeah, Cam Sutton on the tackle for the Lions. Again, Tennessee product having big-time minutes here in the NFC Championship game. Purdy's going to go under center. He's going to have a lead blocker there for CMC. I think anybody can call this play, Ben. Purdy is going to look across. He's going to put a man in motion, play action. No, they're going to run behind the blocker, and CMC needed one, got two. And it's going to be a first down Niners.
Credit goes to number 64, Drake Brendel there. He opens up that hole and allows that first down to happen. They pack the box. Brendel sees it. He takes out 2 guys to allow that run, get the first down.
Yeah, I think Dan Campbell's talking to his defensive staff and saying, guys, I don't know how many times we're going to touch it. We can't let them score here. Aaron Glenn's got his hands full. It's going to be Purdy back in shotgun. He'll have CMC to his left hip pocket. Purdy's going to look to the right-hand side. Now he's going to try to throw it, and it is going to be well covered, intended, I believe, for Deebo Samuel, but it is going to be knocked incomplete. Cam Sutton on coverage there.
Yeah, brought a lot of pressure from both ends. There, have to get rid of the football. Just wasn't allowed to, just didn't have time to allow that route to run its course.
Jared Goff on the sideline. He and Amon-Ra St. Brown understand that they have to have success the next time they see the field, and they're rooting on their defense to get a stop here. Purdy takes the snap. He's going to look left. Now he's going to look to throw across the middle. He is going to throw it in some traffic, intended for Ayuk. And number 29, Kendall Vilder, was all over it.
They're showing pressure on that left side, but the linebacker drops back into zone coverage. Purdy didn't see that. He had to roll out and throw the football before he allowed the route to happen. Great job on deception by the defense.
And I think that defensive front for the line doing a good job of getting their hands up, making him throw it high. Purdy, again, in the pocket. Pocket looking to be holding pretty well, not collapsing. Intended for George Kittle, and he's going to throw wide left, incomplete. And I don't know. They're at their home field, but there was a little bit of miscommunication there between he and Kittle.
Had to be an errant throw by the quarterback. The protection was there. They were in zone coverage, that out route, had plenty of opportunity to catch football. Incomplete pass, 4th and 10.
2:07 to play here in the third quarter, and the defense bows their back. It looks like number 4 is going to – Grandy Gregory is going to attempt Jake Moody is going to attempt a field goal here for the 49ers. It is up, and it is good, and it looks like the Niners will take a 10-7 advantage, but ultimately they would have enjoyed a 14-7 advantage. think that's a win for the Detroit Lions.
Absolutely. If you get them to kick a field goal, I mean, the ultimate goal there by Kyle Shanahan was to try to control the clock and get a touchdown, kind of deflate their momentum coming into the second half, able to hold them to a field goal right there.
I think this is an interesting game. It's a physical game early on, and it's continued to be that in the second half. I think you see two quarterbacks that feel the pressure of a tie ball game late in the game. Niners take the advantage, but I think the Lions look to change that here on their next possession. Looks like the return man will be Khalif Raymond deep for the Lions, and Moody will kick this one away. He's going to kick it deep. Let's see if there's a return here. It is going to be taken at the 1 yard line, comes out. He's going to get across the 10, 15, and he is going to be stood up, stopped, and dropped by number 27, Jair Brown.
Just a perfect kick, a long enough kick to where it wasn't going in the end zone. You return it at the half-yard line, able to run and get knocked down before getting to the 20.
Yeah, if you've ever been to Ken Main Enterprises, there are no half yards at Ken Main Enterprises. But Jared Goff, he's looking at the turf, thinking to himself, just trying to really zone in here late in the third quarter, trying to get his team a lead and really get them out of this deficit that they've created.
I think you got to build off that momentum, like you said, Wayne, able to hold San Francisco to a field goal. Let's try to get a touchdown here.
They'll start from their own 19-yard line, 1st and 10. Goff, two-step drop. Looks left, now back right. He's going to throw right, and he has got a man there, and it is going to be complete. That's going to be to Laporta, the tight end, for 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Had a lot of touching and pushing going there with number 8 or number 48, Oren Burks, able to come down with the football, get a big 5-yard gain.
Yeah, Ben Johnson, again, a hot name in coaching carousels here in this late going of the 2023-2024 season. But he's got his hands full trying to get to a Super Bowl. He's got to put his quarterback in a good position here. Under center, Goff takes the snap. He's going to give it to Montgomery. Montgomery goes straight ahead forward. He's going to clear the first tackler near the second, and he's going to get beyond the 35. They'll say 38. That's a first down, Ben.
How about the center, number 77, Frank Ragnow, gets that push at that first level, then gets back to the second level, blocks another guy, almost got into the second. A little bit. Good job there by the center.
Yeah, it's amazing when they decide to run. That is a 5-man committee that says we're going to get some positive yardage, and they do so. So there's a fresh set of downs. Gets them a little room to work. 1st and 10. Off under center is going to put St. Brown in motion. It's going to be play action. Gives it to Montgomery. Montgomery kind of tries to get off the first tackle. Not going to clear him. He's going to get 2 yards on the pickup. He'll get out to the 40.
Credit of the tackle is going to go to Oliver. But number 91, Eric Armstead, was in on the tackle as well for San Francisco.
It looks like Dan Campbell's going to have a play sheet of his own. He doesn't call the plays, but it looks like maybe he's got an idea he's going to tell Ben Campbell. Ben Johnson.
There you go.
If Dan and Ben ever had a child, it could be Ben Campbell.
It's Johnson & Johnson and Campbell Soup. Those are the –
That away. There is, as Jared Goff's going to stand in there, he's going to find his safety valve out there, and he is going to get the football out in the flat. Trying to see who they got it to. That's David Montgomery. He's going to pick up, I'm going to say 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 4. 4 yards, 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Oliver in on the tackle. He got caught out in no man's land in midfield, had to rush back out toward the perimeter that he vacated, makes the tackle 3rd and 4, manageable for this Detroit Lions offense.
Looks like Detroit's happy to let the third quarter come to an end. We head to the fourth quarter here in the NFC Championship game. The San Francisco 49ers at home on top of the Detroit Lions 10-7. Ben, probably a more physical game than we saw earlier in the AFC Championship game, but honestly, probably a better evenly matched matchup here in Santa Clara.
Well, what I'm really enjoying about it, you talked a little bit about Ben Johnson and Kyle Shanahan, a lot of diversity in their offense, able to do different things. Let's see how the fourth quarter goes.
Yeah, Goff's going to quickly get it out. He's going to get it to St. Brown. He is going to get the first down and more. He'll get into Niner territory. They'll say down to the San Francisco 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Lions.
Well-executed route, just a deep post route, able to get separation from the corner, comes down with the football. Big gain for the Lions.
Yeah, Jared Goff quickly to open this fourth quarter, had no qualms about where he was going. St. Brown was option one, only option, and he delivered a good-looking football.
Yeah, I think the corner got a little bit confused with number 8. Josh Reynolds was out there in the perimeter, and I think they got lost out in space.
Goff quickly gets back to the line of scrimmage. He'll go under center again. Montgomery straight away behind him. Going to take this snap. He's going to hand it to Montgomery, and he's going to try to go off left guard and just lower the shoulder and see what he can get. Picks up 4 on the play.
Able to make some good yardage there. Burks in on the tackle for the 49ers.
Probably just on the fringe of Moody's field goal range, but obviously I don't think Dan Campbell, in the way he's played this season, he's not a tie kind of guy. He's going for the lead. 4:12 to play in the football game. Goff stays under center. I think that's an interesting approach. Montgomery straight away. He's going to take a little 3-5-step drop. Now he's going to look to throw it, and he is going to get it to, I think that's 89. That is going to be Brock Wright, another tight end on the team out of Notre Dame, and he's going to be short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Goff gets that protection that he's looking for on a short out route pass up front, able to throw the ball out there in the perimeter, get some good yardage.
And again, I don't want to count any chickens before they happen, but with 3:34 to play, how much pressure is getting on the 49ers that if they score, are we going to have time left? Goff under center. He's going to have a lead blocker. They're going to play action to Montgomery, and now he's going to look to throw it across the middle. It's going to get it to Laporta, first down, and he is going to drag some Niners ahead forward. Looks like he lost the football there at the end, but Montgomery kind of stayed with him and cleaned it up.
I think the 49ers did really well up front to protect from the run, getting the first down, and then in the back end, the corners did well to prevent the deep ball, but that opened up midfield, able to get that first down.
I think Laporta's fight caused the fumble, and Warner's looking at his defensive guys going, hey, guys, I forced the fumble, and nobody was there to get it. So Jared Goff has a fresh set of downs just outside the Niners 20. They're going to hand it to David Montgomery. He's going to go left, cut back right, and he's going to get near the 10-yard line. They're going to say down at the 11, but that is a fresh set of downs and on the fringe of 1st and goal for the Detroit Lions.
Montgomery makes a nice cut. Bosa dives after him, can't make the tackle. Eventually, Shavarius Ward has to make the tackle. And Wayne, you talked about it. I think what Detroit is trying to do, Ben Johnson's trying to control this clock, not allow too much time for San Francisco to score if they get the ball back.
2.5 minutes to play in the football game, and the Lions on the move. Going to be Goff looking. Now he's going to look to throw a little check down play, and in and out of the hands of David Montgomery. It's going to be incomplete. Thought that was a safe play for Jared Goff. Can't have a turnover here. Again, clock is for and against you when you're in a tight football game.
A great coverage there by Jair Brown on the hitch route, able to get his hand in there, swat the ball away, and make some contact. Incomplete.
Steve Wilkes, defensive coordinator, first-year guy. He's got his hands full now as Ben Johnson has found a little momentum. Going to be Goff taking the snap, a little two-step. Going to look left. Now he's going to have to extend. Now he releases the football, and he is going to get it to David Montgomery, but he's just going to pick up a few yards. It'll be 3rd and 7, ball on the Niner 8.
Great coverage in the back end by the San Francisco 49ers, able to check down, throw the ball out in the perimeter, get some positive yardage. 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 upcoming indeed. 10-7 ball game. Niners lead. 2:03 to go in this football game. They're just going to let it get to the 2-minute warning, Ben. I don't know what you do. I don't think you take any chances if you're the Detroit Lions. You're in field goal range. You want to make sure you have those opportunities to tie a ball game, but I think you're going for the jugular here, trying to score a touchdown. It's going to be under center, a little I formation. They hand it to Montgomery. He's going to go left. He's going to run into a host of Niners, and he's going to push the pile ahead forward. It'll be 4th and 5. I think that's a safe play, Ben, just preserving the opportunity to kick this field goal.
Yeah, DeMondre Lenore in on the tackle. I think Ben Johnson is trying to not allow too much time on the clock for the 49ers when Brock Purdy gets the football.
I think you're absolutely right. Kind of gets it to that left hash. I think that's the happy place for Mr. Moody. Jake Moody, he's 6'1", 210 out of Michigan. He's number 4, but he's ultimately their number 1 right now. He's going to kick it away. And he looks like he will kick it from his own 12-yard line, so it'll be a 22-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Tie ball game in Santa Clara as we are under 2 minutes to play, Ben. NFC doesn't play around. A good football game just turned into a classic.
Yeah, hang on, folks. These next couple drives are going to be intense.
1:16 to play to be exact. 10 all. Niners about to receive the kickoff. I'll be honest. If I'm Kyle Shanahan, I don't know what Dan Campbell's about to do. He's not an overtime kind of guy. He wants to win.
Yeah, he's definitely going to go for it. You want to protect the football. Don't make a silly mistake here. Allow them to bring in their kicker, win the ball game with a field goal.
Yeah, it's going to be number 3, Jack Fox. He's going to kick this one away. He's listed as a punter here out of Rice, the former Owl, and he'll kick to anybody but that guy in Deebo Samuel. Looks like he's going to kick it deep, kick it away. We're going to see if he's going to return it. They're going to kick it right to him. Not the smartest move. Deebo Samuel's going to get beyond the 20. He's going to make first contact about the 24. And that's where Brock Purdy will start this hopefully game-winning drive if you're a Niners fan, and hopefully a big stand if you're a member of the Pride and the Detroit Lions.
Saw some open daylight there, number 44, Malcolm Rodriguez in on the tackle for the Detroit Lions.
If you're Brock Purdy, if you're Kyle Shanahan, it's going to be an interesting dynamic. You haven't used George Kittle a lot tonight. It's really been a lot more of CMC. It's been Ayuk. It's been and some of those guys. I think this is an opportunity to take your big time tight end, your big checkbook, and see if you can't make him work for you.
And let's see if Aaron Glenn brings that pressure for the Detroit Lions.
With jumbo pack, they're going to see Purdy take it and shotgun. He's going to roll the pocket to the right, looks to throw it, and it is going to be picked off. Detroit Lions with the football. That's going to be none other than former Volunteer Cam Sutton with the pick right there. Huge play.
And I think this is going to stand. I think we had a holding call. Let's see.
It's going to be, is that PI against? That is going to be Will Harris with the PI. San Francisco, if they're a feline, they just lost one of their 9 lives. If you're Dan Campbell, it's the highest and the lowest emotion all in the last 10 seconds. What a defensive play that you know, for the lack of a better word, we're not going to remember unless Detroit wins this one. 1:05 to play. Purdy sits there and goes, better not do that again. He's going to stay in shotgun. He's a little two-step looking. No real pressure there. He's going to throw long, and it is going to be in and out of the hands intended for Deebo Samuel. Defense there by number 6. That's going to be Melifonwu.
Ball was thrown across the middle of the field. Wide receiver had an opportunity to come down with the football. I just think Melifonwu made a good play on the football.
2nd and 10, minute 1 second remaining. Again, winner goes to Las Vegas to take on the Chiefs. Loser comes up just a game short. Brock Purdy in shotgun. Going to have like a traditional 4-3. They're going to bring the pressure. Number 55 chasing Purdy, and he drops Purdy. Bob drops him back at the 20-yard line. A 12-yard sack there by number, I believe, 34. That's going to be Alex Anzalone.
Derek Barnes in on the tackle, and they're just able to rush past number 68 there for the 49ers. That was Colton McGivens.
Yeah, sorry, miscue there. It was Barnes. Alex Anzalone was just out there hugging on Barnes, saying, thanks for helping us out, boss. It's going to bring up 4th down. No, 3rd and 22. 3rd and 22. I'll be interested. I expect, just because you don't want to hurt anything, I expect them to run here on 3rd and 22 and just play for overtime. It's going to be a handoff to CMC. He's going to get left. He's going to get free. Gets across the 30, across the 40, and he is going to get wide loose. 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and the Stanford Cardinal just stamped their ticket to Super Bowl in Las Vegas. What a play, a give-up play on 3rd and 22, and Christian McCaffrey just house-called it in the NFC Championship game.
Detroit Lions thought they had a safe path to overtime. McCaffrey gets to that sideline. He's gone. Touchdown, 49ers.
I was like, State Farm. But San Francisco rumbles into the lead here in the NFC Championship game. Christian McCaffrey found a seam on the left side, found the hash marks, got north and south, and kicked it in high gear, and there wasn't a line to be found. He was a cheetah among the Prada Lions.
I think Aaron Glenn had the right defensive play call. I just think that Detroit got caught on their heels to allow McCaffrey to get to that edge and get down the sideline. Big touchdown for Detroit, for for San Francisco.
What a flippin' events right here. 16-10. They're going to look to tee it up, add the extra point here. But Ben, if you're Jared Goff, if you're the Detroit Lions, this mystical season, this feel-good story is 16 seconds away from the chariot turning to a pumpkin.
Yeah, 16 seconds, 3 timeouts, not a lot of time. Jared Goff's going to have to operate very quickly, try to get to midfield here, see what he can do.
Well, and unfortunately, I think Kyle Shanahan and all the coaching staff, Steve Wilkes, they understand the deep threat for this Detroit Lions team is Amon-Ra St. Brown. So I expect him to have a cloak of 49ers for this last 16 seconds.
Yeah, put 3 guys in the box, drop 8 back into coverage. Just protect the big play from happening.
Let's see who can be the hero here. They're going to kick it deep back to the Lions. We'll see. I think number 11, Khalif Raymond, is going to be the return man. He'll take it at the 4-yard line. Gets across the 10, 15, 20, 25, and he is going to waste a little time here as he's going to try to fight his way, and they're going to be 12 seconds remaining is all Goff will have. Patrick Mahomes did a lot with 13 seconds. Let's see if Goff can do a lot with 12.
Well, we know what Steve Wilkes is going to do. Let's see what Ben Johnson puts into play here with all that coverage in the back end.
I will say the former number 1 pick out of Cal, he has a cannon on him. I don't think you try to do this in one play. You get around midfield and then try to get the whole shot there on the second opportunity. Goff's going to look there. Looks like there's going to be a little pressure. Has to retreat. He's going to go long left-hand side, and he is going to overthrow out of bounds. Intended receiver, I believe, was Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, good coverage downfield by Javarius Ward. Plenty of corners and safeties back there. Going to be difficult to come down with the football. Tried to find something in a zone coverage on that deep flag route.
Yeah, and I think Dan Campbell's looking at it, and he's got 5 seconds. This thing isn't over yet, but you got to say we were one bust coverage away from an opportunity to tie this thing up or at least possibly have a shot at overtime. Looks like Goff's going to have plenty of time. He's looking. Let everybody get down there. The clock is at zeros. This will be the final play of the game, and it is going to be knocked down by the 49ers. And what a classic we've had here, Ben. But the 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers, defeat the Detroit Lions 17-10 and punch their ticket to the Super Bowl in Vegas.
What game, and you have to go back to that pass interference call, the pass that the interception made by Cam Sutton that put them into position. Then you have to go back to the short yardage play that Christian McCaffrey is able to break loose, score the touchdown. What a great finish of a ball game.
Well, and ultimately you see some good sportsmanship here between Ragnow and Purdy, but ultimately if you're Cam Sutton, that's never going to go on your list of accolades, but it happened. And it's just unfortunate that's the way the game's going to come to a close. But San Francisco punches their ticket 17-10. Ben, the early line on this game was 7, so it's a little tight that we got that close. Jared Goff, 61.5% completion percentage. Really, Brock Purdy tied him up, 61.5. Brock had 87 passing yards and a touchdown. Jared Goff, 122, no touchdowns. Goff inefficiency is going to haunt him for this offseason. But ultimately, I think the defense they're going to really have to go back to work and understand how to just finish a football game and stop Christian McCaffrey there at the end. But 17-10 your final in the NFC Championship game. This Super Bowl and the 2023 season, the 2024 Super Bowl will be the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. A bunch of red in Las Vegas here in a couple weeks.
Wow, what a chess match. Kyle Shanahan making those adjustments, Aaron Glenn making those adjustments as a defensive coordinator. Just an enjoyable experience and a great win for the 49ers as they go to Vegas.
I'll say Christian McCaffrey, 7 carries, 113 yards. I believe about 88 of those were on the final offensive play for the Niners. And we need a big play. That's why you have superstars. Christian McCaffrey is sure one of those. But if you're just watching us, you didn't miss the NFC Championship game as much as we wanted it to sound like one. That was just a simulation in what we're calling the Grind Time Sim Lab. But ultimately had fun calling tonight's matchups. Honestly, didn't didn't pick either one of them. I would have expected a Ravens-Niners Super Bowl, but I was expecting this game to be a little broader, honestly. But Dan Campbell, at least as EA Sports would put it, put together a great game plan and just one defensive stop away.
Yeah, and you have to really look at how Kyle Shanahan called that ball game from the very beginning. A lot of diversity in the offense, a well-played game by Brock Purdy and company. 49ers take the win.
Yeah, and we're going to wrap it up here. If you enjoyed the game, we appreciate it. Check out some of our other podcasts. Obviously, check out the AFC Championship game that we just simulated there earlier tonight. But we're also planning to do the Super Bowl, and this is in preparation for hopefully a big fall of 2024 football. So we'll leave that kind of where it's at. But it's been fun calling it tonight. If you enjoy how we call games, we call Maryville High School football in the fall. Have just as much fun. And I don't nearly lose my voice near as much as I think I have tonight. But it's been fun. It's been real fun. But we're going to do it again here in a couple of weeks as we get ready for the Super Bowl. And we'll see. Maybe it is the Chiefs-Niners. Maybe it's the Lions-Ravens. We don't know. We'll find that out Sunday. But you've got a taste of what that can look like here tonight. But if you're listening, we appreciate it. If you liked it, we appreciate it. If you don't, we appreciate you. But until next time, take care. Be safe. And yes, grind on.
Grind on, baby.